The cryptocurrency markets take a tumble price-wise despite all of the bullish news surrounding Bitcoin, Ethereum, Luna, and Solana. Well, maybe some of you might not think some of this news is bullish. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, set alerts, follow me on TikTok and Twitter, set those notifications. Let's first take a moment to look at Bitcoin. We talked about the bearish price action last night when we covered the Bitcoin weekly close. And I said that we would probably hit about $40,000 if we weren't able to sustain above 41. And it looks like that prediction is coming to fruition. Part of the thing that made me think this was taking a look at Market Cipher. We have the red bar at the bottom that is showcasing here RSI, MFI are kind of falling. I'm also not seeing any really bullish action with our clouds. So taking a look at Bitcoin, I'm waiting to see what happens when we get to $40,000. And I may even call $37,000 later this week, depending on what we see price-wise. So this takes us to our next story over here regarding Crypto.com. I always get a lot of people that ask me, Wendy, what do I do when the markets are not doing well? Well, one of the tactics that I like to do is I like to go ahead and take my profits into stablecoins. And when I'm utilizing stablecoins, I like to use platforms like Crypto.com and leave them there to earn that passive income when the market is not giving me what I want to do. And the reason why we do this is because sometimes no action is an action. And my partners over at Crypto.com do really great stuff regarding this because they have so many different products you can use. They've got their wallet, their earn platform, the swap, and of course their Visa card that you can actually spend some of this passive income that you get. Let's now talk a little bit about Solana. We all love Ethereum NFTs, but at the same time, gas is still very expensive. So right now, Solana NFTs are super hot, especially now that OpenSea allows for Solana NFTs. Here are some interesting statistics from this. Also to you guys, a lot of these NFT projects I'm going to list on the show have already pumped, so this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to invest in them. I'm just showcasing you some different ideas. So Solana NFTs are gaining momentum. Solana NFT marketplace integration and DApp metrics shine, even though Solana's price dropped about 20%. And also, too, in the last 24 hours, the Solana blockchain hit over $9.2 million, and that's an increase of 51.5%. DeFi gods, Sol gods, and Astrals have been moving the most popular collections on OpenSea, transacting almost $2 million in sales volume. Now, this story here, nifty news. AC Milan launches NFT collection, Magic Eden accepts Solana project tokens, and more. So, Solana ecosystem is doing well when it comes to the NFT market, and that's really cool. However, when we take a look at price here, we're heading down and we're going to hit our bearish target of approximately $93. We had a failure to flip above $119, and that's okay. The whole market is down. It's literally something that will happen and that we will see often. So I would look to see what happens when we get to about $95. If we break down below that, you can potentially look to about $76 because that's a really crucial area of support. So either way, be very careful. This bearish scenario would be invalidated if we can get back above 113, 120. Now, let's talk about Luna, because the gentleman Do Kwon over from LFG has bought a lot more Bitcoin. So they hold approximately almost 40,000 Bitcoin after this weekend's purchase. And the Luna Foundation Guard bought 173 million worth of Bitcoin over the weekend, but Bitcoin is still down 2%. Sometimes people are like, Wendy, why is the market down when they bought so much Bitcoin? Well, I'm assuming that they're doing this over the counter, and that means OTC. That also means that it is done privately, so sometimes that's not going to impact the market. Also, too, Do Kwon said that LFG plans to acquire $10 billion in Bitcoin to open a new monetary era of the Bitcoin standard, which is kind of very interesting and it's a very controversial topic when we're talking about the Bitcoin maximalist community. Now, let's go ahead and take a quick look at Luna over here for you guys, because I know a lot of you have a bag. I have a bag as well. So our bearish scenario played out from the last few days, and we're probably going to kiss between $80 and approximately $66. This would be invalidated if we're able to sustain $90. But taking a look on the daily chart at MACD and RSI, it is not looking too sexy. Over here with Ethereum, this is very interesting news, and I want to break this down to you. number of active addresses on Ethereum decreases by nearly 10% in just a week. So when we're talking about active addresses, that just means that people aren't doing as much trading from what I understood from this article. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just kind of like people are holding. So I don't think that is super, super bearish. And this is an interesting story. Also, too, you guys, one thing I want to note, we know that Ripple and the SEC are going back and forth, which is very, very interesting because we know people in the SEC were invested in Ethereum. So there's this thing called ETHgate, which I'm going to research. I'm going to talk about more on another show because I want to make sure I understand exactly what I'm speaking on. But it's always very interesting to see, especially when you follow the money. And blockchain transactions are open, they are transparent, and you can see who's doing what. Now for Ethereum on our daily chart. MACD just bear cross. RSI is falling. We still have a bit of a ways to go. The fact that we broke down below the EMA 200 on the daily at approximately 31.78 is not necessarily really exciting for me. So I do think that we could potentially see $2,700 to about $2,400. When you're probably like, Wendy, where are you getting those areas? Well, I'm looking for bottom support areas over here. You can see that with this swing, these two candle heads that are placed together at about $2,700, and this bottom that was created over here about $2,400. So that's where I would look for Ethereum to continue to fall if we are not able to sustain this area here at about $3,000. Thank you guys so much for watching the show. Appreciate you. I will be dropping something very interesting regarding cryptocurrency trust with a real financial advisor and expert. Bye-bye.